We're gonna do it. We're gonna record. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the I Think I Need Therapy podcast. I'm filming this out of my cottage again today, so hopefully there's not too much wind in the background. But today I wanted to come on and talk about the law of attachment, the art of letting go. If any of you know of Mel Robbins, and I really hope all of you do, but her let them theory, because all of these things are so important in life, especially for people who are anxious, have more anxiety, worry more, and always feel like they need a sense of control. So people like me. People like me, because I am always wanting to control every aspect of my life and want everything to go a certain specific way. And I've also been creating so many scenarios in my head recently and expecting them to happen exactly how I plan for them to go. I'm like, oh, everything has to go exactly as I planned for it to. But in reality, that doesn't happen, because there's a million, trillion, infinite, billion ways for something to happen. And there's so many different outcomes that are possible to every single little situation. So the way we plan for things to happen in our heads and the way we plan for things to go and expect them to rarely ever occurs exactly how we think it's going to. Actually, it never does occur exactly how we think it is in every single little exact way. And for me, the way I've been in my head and planning and expecting things to happen, it's not happening that way. Or something else happens and I'm like, oh my God, like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry. I'm so bad with swearing. I'm so bad with it. And if you listen to my episodes, I know I swear a lot. And if you know me in real life, I also swear a lot. So I'm so sorry for my potty mouth. Please, I apologize. I will try and do better. Anyways, I've been thrown different curveballs here and there recently, and it's honestly making me more depressed, to be honest with you, because things aren't going the way as I've expected them to. And that's how I've come to realize that, oh yes, the law of detachment, the art of detachment, and being okay with the way things happen. Because in life, we only can control the way we react to things. We can't control every little thing in life. That is just a fact. And the way we react and the way we choose to adapt to different situations is truly what makes or breaks us. It's what will bring us happiness, what will bring us ease, or it will bring us more stress and anxiety and worry. So when we focus so much on a situation and how it has to go and how we want it to go, and when we are so attached to a specific outcome, it causes us to fixate so much on that one specific outcome. And when that doesn't happen, because oftentimes we can't control the outcomes of things, we react in a poor way, and it makes us more uncomfortable or more uneasy, and it makes us more attached and makes us feel like we need to do more and more to get that outcome that we're so fixated and attached on occurring. But truly, if we just detach from that specific outcome and how we plan for things to go, and we detach and we just allow for things to happen the way they're meant to happen, and we react to whatever situation comes about, whatever outcome occurs, and we just react in a more clear-headed way, it can bring more ease into our lives and honestly, it helps build resilience as well. And you can become more resilient to different outcomes in different situations, because like I said, it's not always going to happen the way you want it to happen. One saying that I truly believe in is that what is meant to happen will happen. And if something is not happening the way you want it to, just know that it is not meant for you. And the best situation and what is really meant for you will come even if it's not on your timeline. That's another thing. It's like we have this timeline in our heads and we want things to happen on our timeline, on our time. And normally that's like pretty immediate, pretty fast, which I am getting so caught up in right now. But when we want it to happen on our timeline, it's never going to. It's literally never going to. And that's something we just have to come to accept. That things will happen as they're meant to, when they're meant to happen. And we can't predict the future. We cannot see the future. And I know that's scary, and sometimes it can be so daunting because we don't know what's going to happen. We cannot predict anything in life. But when we let go of that need to be able to predict the future and control the future, that's when the real peace comes, and that's when everything can start falling into place for you, and you can start seeing clearly that things are happening the way they're meant to, and things are occurring for you, and things are working out for you as they're meant to. As I was saying with we can't see the future or predict the future, oftentimes we want to make things happen a certain way because we think that's the right way for them to happen, or that's the best possible way for them to happen for us. But truthfully, because there's infinite possibility to every single thing, we cannot predict or plan out millions of those possibilities. We can only maybe see about 5 of them, I'd say. And you can get so caught up on that one and not realize that something better could happen for you. Something better is possible. But you never know that. Or maybe something different is possible, and maybe you'll enjoy that better. Maybe that's a better option, and that's what will happen for you. As I was saying with me, getting caught up in wanting things to happen immediately, right now, let me get a little bit vulnerable with you, but recently I've been having this desire to be loved. And for me, it's well, I am very loved, and I know that. I believe that. But I've been wanting a romantic relationship so much recently. But it's well, it's not my time for that yet. And I have to remind myself, it's not meant to be for me right now. But I want it so bad right now. And this happens to me every single fucking year. I'm always I just want one now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. And then immediately someone comes into my life and I'm oh, you could be someone that I could see myself with. Okay, this needs to happen now. It has to happen now. I don't care. We're jumping into it. It's going fast. I need this right now. It doesn't even matter. I'm settling, fully settled, and didn't give a shit about how I was treated. It was just okay, there's some bit of me being loved, me being cared for, me being wanted. And I'm so attached to that idea of me being wanted, me being loved, me being cared for in a romantic way. And being so attached to that idea that I would accept anything that came my way that had that gave me the ounce of that feeling. And there's other situations where I've attached to the idea of, or attached to certain people to the point where I was chasing them and I was so anxious about every little thing in that relationship, and it just made it so much worse. And it was just, I was anxious all the time. And for instance, I know this happens to a lot of people where, also trauma, but where you become very anxious in relationships and you get very attached to a person because you're so anxious about them leaving, or anxious about you doing something wrong, or about them just getting up and leaving, or them getting upset with you, or you doing something slightly wrong that they don't like and they get completely upset with you. I've also gotten completely attached to the idea of someone and who I made them out to be in my head. I didn't even know them that well, but I was they are the perfect person ever. They're my ideal person. They're incredible, and made them out to be this perfect person, perfect man in my head when I didn't even know them. I didn't even give it a chance to get to actually know them as a person. I just made them up in my head. And when you do that, then often are going to fall short of that because you're not really getting to know them. You're just like, yes, they're perfect. And when they show you their real self, you're like, well, they're not who I thought they were. And these expectations can fully damage a lot of things and damage possibilities as well. Another example where I apply this attachment into my life in a very unhealthy way is also with my goals and in athletics. Oh my gosh. When you desire something so strongly and an outcome so strongly, I know for me in track and field, when I was like competing, I'd be like, I literally just want to win so fucking bad. Sorry, again with the swearing. I want to win so bad. I want to clear this height so bad. Like, that's all I want right now. And I would do everything I could. I would want to do everything I could and control every little aspect. And I can go down a whole sports psychology route right now. But as athletes, a lot of us do that. And a lot of us will be so consumed with getting this one specific outcome, especially if it's like a big meet or a big game or match or whatever. You want that outcome so bad, you start to look at every little aspect of your life. And that can be things that you can't even control. And you try and control them, and you become so fixated on every little thing because you want that outcome so incredibly badly. And then if it doesn't happen, it crushes you, and it crushes your self-confidence, and it crushes your motivation, and it just literally, I've seen it just like send people into a complete down spiral. I've seen it send me into mental illnesses. So honestly, when you become so attached and so focused and so fixated and hooked on a specific outcome and are so intensely desiring something so badly that you become so consumed into it, it can be very unhealthy. And even if I've experienced this firsthand, that even if that outcome does occur, even if I do say it happens perfectly, this situation happens perfectly, exactly how I wanted to, exactly how I planned, and I win that medal, I win that competition, I'm still not happy, and I'm still not fulfilled. You know, like, yeah, okay, it happened just as it did, okay, good. But now this next thing has to happen perfectly. And now this next thing in my life has to happen exactly as I want it to. And this outcome now has to happen. And constantly, over and over again, you're going to be wanting more. You're going to be wanting something else. And realistically, not everything is going to happen as you want it to and as you think it should. If you think back in your life to a time where you wanted something so bad, but you didn't get it, and instead you got something different. Think back to that time and think about how good it actually is that you didn't get what you wanted and how much better the situation actually turned out for you. Who knows where you would be if you did get that thing you wanted? But look at you now. You are in a different place. I hope you're thinking of a good example. But think about now how things actually did turn out for the better. And we can't go back. We can't say, oh, all of this would have happened if I actually did get what I wanted. You don't know. You never know. But things happen as they should. And we can't change that. There's a lot of things in life that we cannot control. And so with the law of detachment, with this art of detachment, it's coming to accept that we cannot control everything in life. And it's coming to recognize that everything is also temporary. Everything in life is temporary. When we come to detach from this need for control and all of this attachment we have to certain outcomes, we can start to experience things and let those flow through us. Experience everything with this open mindset and allow things to just happen exactly as they are happening. It is also a practice of mindfulness as well when you come into the present moment and just accept what is happening. And if Say you're not happy with it. Choose to react differently. Choose to take control of the things you can control, because that's all you can do. Choose to adapt to the situation and the outcome and the what is present to you at this time. You have the choice to control the things you can control, to control your reaction, to control how you'll adapt. Think about it like the weather. If you try so hard to change the weather, if you want it so badly to be sunny, but it's raining, so you're doing everything in your possible power to change the weather, you're not going to change it. The weather's the weather. But if it starts pouring rain and you're there and you're sulking and you're going to just be so incredibly upset about the fact that it's raining that you spend your whole day upset over the weather, then you are choosing that mindset. You are choosing to be upset. You can look at it and react a different way. You can look at the weather and adapt to it. Change your plan. Change it. You can always change your plan. That doesn't mean the outcome's going to change. Say you wanted it to be sunny so you can go to the beach and have fun. Okay, the ultimate outcome is just having fun, right? So now it's raining. You could probably still go to the beach and have fun in some way, or you can choose to stay inside, play some games with friends, and have fun. Outcome is still having fun, just the in-between changed. And that's the thing with detachment, is that you can still have goals. You can still have desires. But it's the journey and it's the route from getting from point A to point B that might be a little bit different than you think. And just accepting that there are infinite possibilities in how you can get from point A to point B. And accepting the route, whatever route that occurs. But knowing that you're still going to do what you can do to get to point B, but things might happen. Roadblocks might appear. But become resilient and choose to react in a way that can still keep you going, that will still keep you moving. And I know this all seems so much easier said than done, and it's something that I am still practicing. But with everything in life, it is all about practice. It's all about intention and practice. So intend to do this. Intend to practice the law of detachment. Because the more you do it, the more you will find yourself becoming more free and becoming more at ease and more resilient to the things that life is throwing at you and the things that are occurring around you. Release all the anxiety, release all the stress and the worry. Become mindful and intend to practice this. There are steps that I do have for you and some little key things that can help you to practice this detachment. And that just involves acknowledging the attachment, acknowledge the worry and the angst, and acknowledge and become curious around your thoughts and your emotions that are coming up, but don't judge them. And this goes for everything in life. Observe your thoughts without judgment, but with a curiosity, and approach your thoughts and your emotions with a curiosity. Get to know them, get to understand them, but don't judge them. And then you can try challenging them. Say you just lost your job. Say you got denied from your dream university. It's a redirection. Look at it as a redirection for your own good. What if you weren't meant to go there? What if that place actually would have led you into poverty? What if the universe is looking out for you? What if there is better on its way for you? What if there's a better opportunity that you didn't even see that is coming your way, that is actually meant for you? What if there's something else out there that you have no idea about that is actually so much better for you and that will make you so much happier? It's a redirection. It's not a failure. It's not always a bad thing. It's just a redirection. So look at things and challenge that thought and be like, okay, wait, this is a redirection. What if it all actually goes right? What if there is something better out there for me? You never know. If something doesn't happen the way you want it to, what if something better that I can't even imagine right now is actually going to happen? You never know. And accept and recognize that everything is temporary. Your emotions, your thoughts, other people's emotions and thoughts are temporary and fleeting. This moment is fleeting. Know that, accept that, acknowledge that. Don't become so caught up and hooked on and attached to one thing because it's temporary. Everything is temporary and will move. We all change, everything changes, everything is in constant change. And I know it can be hard to accept, but learning to accept that and practicing acceptance for that can really, really help ease your mind in this life. And when this comes to other people and, their reactions, that's something we can't control, and their feelings, that's when you have to just say, let them. If they're going to act a certain way, let them. If they're going to be a bitch, let them. If they're going to talk behind your back, let them. It's fine. You can't control that. You can only control how you react. And if you're going to react in a way that stirs it all up, that causes more uncomfortable, bad feelings, more drama, more anxiety, then you're choosing to do that. But you can choose to react in a way that will bring more ease and peace to the situation, and you can just let them, let it go, and move on yourself. Protect your peace, babe. Protect it. What attachment is it's based on insecurity, and it's based on fear. And truthfully, the key to detachment is becoming secure within yourself. Becoming so whole and so secure within yourself, in your life, in your peace, that whatever happens, and you can accept that. And you can flow with that because you know who you are, is enough, and you are so secure within yourself, in your life, that it doesn't matter what happens externally, because you know that who you are isn't going to change. But what you can do right now is become so secure within yourself. Become so whole and know that, you know what? I am a great person. I am lovable. I am worthy of all the greatness in the world. I am enough. Know this. Believe this. Say your affirmations. Become secure. Challenge your thoughts. Notice your fears. Notice your insecurities. Work through those. And all of a sudden, you will become the most resilient person and detach from outcomes and expectations. I want that for you. I believe you can have a free life and a peaceful life. So let's practice this together. Let's do this together. And let's let go of all of this anxiety and stress and fear and insecurity one day at a time. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up here. Know that I love you all so much. I hope the audio was okay in this. I will talk to you all again next Tuesday. Sending you so much love and light into this week. Bye, guys.